to the Eric Zane Show podcast. Oh my gosh, your brackets are destroyed. That's what they're doing. You know, you turn on like the Today Show and Savannah's ripping up her bracket. That's what you're supposed to do. Rip up my bracket. My God. You know, every year, it's like this. And it's just fantastic. It's just a matter of, see, you got to pick one or two upsets. You must. All right? And if you don't, my God. I just got a bad feeling that this is not going out to the world. I don't know why I feel that way. I might have to start this over. Okay. It's okay. It seems to be catching on. Thank God. Look at this. Tyler, he writes, I will say this is the worst start to a tournament for me personally ever. My bracket is fucked. I'm glad you brought that up because I was taking a look at yours and you picked Arizona. So you picked them to win it all. That is, well, that's horrible. I mean, how are you to know? We're all in the same boat. We all just kind of like throw down names. None of us follow this shit. And we just throw down team names. And then, we throw in a few upsets here and there. We don't have any idea who actually is going to upset, but you got to throw a few. You know, a 16 over a 1, probably not going to happen. 15 over a 2, very, very rare. 14-3. But I'm taking a look at the bracket that belongs to D's Nuts, which I think is audience member James. Some of you did more than one bracket. James was one of them. Look at this. Look at all that red. You don't want to see red. He had Arizona going all the way and winning the damn thing. So that's a bad deal. That's what Tyler here in the audience, live audience, experienced. He also, this ding-dong, also picked Virginia. I mean, who didn't pick Virginia? Everybody picked Virginia over Mark Furman University. That university is founded by racist cop in L.A., Mark Furman. Holy shit. Whose bracket is this? This asshole picked Furman. Oh, wait a minute. It's mine. Oh, fuck you. Yes, I picked Furman over Virginia. My God. Furman is a school out of South Carolina. They haven't won a tournament game in half a century. And here's Furman, number 13, taking on number 4, Virginia, and beating them. Now, I don't know if you watched this, but I don't know. Some type of Cinderella magic takes over when these shitbox schools like Furman end up winning. I'll get to that one in a bit because that one was probably the most significant. It was actually a buzzer beater. It was more than a buzzer beater. It was a turnover and then a buzzer beater. You know, like in that game, and I'll get to it in a second. Some unbelievable things happened. But before I get to that, of course, I'm gloating in Eric Zane's unbelievable start. Now, this is me. I'm tied for first with 16 games in the books with Adam S. Adam has Kansas going all the way. So there's 3 people in our bracket that are have the most points. EZ, Adam S., and Rob. Aram right behind. Oh, man. Okay, you got this Black and Bruised 4 picked Arizona. He's a shithead. There's Tyler K. I wonder what how much red is on Tyler's bracket. Oh, that's ugly. Yeah, he's got Virginia. He has Virginia even further than D's nuts. He's got Virginia going to the Sweet 16. He's got Arizona winning it all. In the East and West, he did okay. He picked Duke and Tennessee. Tennessee just squeaked by Louisville. Duke beat the shit out of Oral Sex University. Kansas, number one Kansas, beat Juwan Howard University. Arkansas got by Illinois. Those ones are always tough when you got the 8 taking on the 9. Northwestern beats Boise. I actually had Boise in that one. That's another blemish. One of the few blemishes that your old pal Eric Zane has. Go Alabama. I love that they have an accomplice to murder who's their best player. I don't know the guy's name. I just know he helped murder a woman before the tournament. In preparation for the tournament, that man helped murder a young woman. And the school said, "Roll Tide." So that's why I picked Alabama, who is playing an accomplice to murder on their team. True story. Look it up. It's all there. I picked Duke over Oral Sex Roberts. Tennessee over Louisville. Tennessee, God, look at that. And I picked Kansas over Howard. Picked Arkansas over Illinois. I picked Boise over Northwestern. That was an upset. And let's go with the 10 over the 7. Did not happen. Northwestern won. And then I picked UCLA over UNC Asheville. UCLA beat the shit out of them. All right. 16 more games today, including the Spartans taking on USC. I have Michigan State winning that game, and then that will be the end. It'll be another one and done for Izzo. Everybody kisses that guy's ass because he's been to the tournament 25. Everybody goes to the tournament. They're adding new teams each year to go to the tournament. Next year, every team in college basketball makes the tournament. And look, I understand that the women are playing also. And it is National Women's Month. And I think this is National Women's Year and also National Women's Decade, Century, and Millennium. And I want nothing more than women to rule the world. Okay? In my opinion, a perfect leadership for the United States is all women. President, vice president, presidential cabinet, Senate, House of Representatives, all women. Let us guys do things like, I don't know, fix drains, pour concrete, shit like that. But as much as I can absolutely get behind that, their level of basketball, I would rather watch one of those Make-A-Wish games or something like that. Oh, hang on. My microphone just crapped out. So, no. And so now everybody is like trying to ram the women's game up our ass. Like today on the Today Show, they're talking about the men. They're going, the women get after it today. And there's, in the women's game, there's always like two teams that are in it that haven't lost in like 5 or 6 centuries. And then the rest are all just horrible. The games are always way lopsided. It's a big pile of shit. So I say yes, go women, except women's college basketball and Amanda's stupid kid's dumbass lesbian hockey team. No. You are done ramming that up my ass. Enough. Yes, let them play. If you want to go to the game, great. But don't don't take dog shit and put it in a tortilla and say, here, this is a delicious new burrito. No, that's impossible. I'm not going to eat your shit burrito. Okay? And any of you that are like, hey, yeah, watch those games. Watch those games. And you will see exactly what I mean. My God. Sam with a horrible comment. Sam the Jew. When I was making the point about all women should be leading the country, Sam said, quote, imagine when their gashes all sync up for the month. Well, you, my friend, are a horrible individual. Horrible. My God. Amanda is back after just a brutal beatdown yesterday. And it kind of continued on the Patreon. The best news I got yesterday was when I was doing the show and it was revealed that she actually logged off. In her never-ending quest to be a show member, I had to neuter her because of the incessant, horrible, disgusting attempts to get this stupid hockey team talked about. Now, get this. On the Patreon yesterday, she went out to eat at a restaurant with this whole table full of lesbians. And she turned the phone on the lesbians, and they were all giving me the finger because they're now mad that I pointed them out for being a complete farce. And so I did that, and then they're all eating fish and with, they're all like shaved heads, and it was disgusting. It was a horrible thing to see, frankly. And so those scumbags were giving your old pal Eric Zane the finger. And Amanda says they don't care about the lesbian part. Well, no, why would they? They are. It's the part that you won't cheer them on and you went to Central. That is your fault. You stupid idiot. That is your fault. I hate them because of you excessively telling everyone that we have to cheer on this stupid team. So that is your fault. Everyone here agrees with me. No one cares. Hey, you would think that after the 50th time you brought it up with no response that you would get the hint. But your skull is so thick. Oh, my God. Tyler says, are they all rocking the Krantz? Well, I imagine. Well, they don't want to look that horrible. Okay? Aram, don't ask if they won, you asshole. Why would you do that? We don't care. No, they can't have the Krantz haircut. They don't want to look stupid and ugly, too. They just went with shaved heads, kind of like Private Pile from the film Full Metal Jacket. If they did the Krantz, then they wouldn't even be allowed to play. Cole, this dickhead, he asks, who did they play? We don't care. You see what you've done, Amanda, with your dumbass hockey team? And the thing is, it's not even like a sanctioned team. These dumb dykes think that, oh, we play for CMU. They don't. They go to CMU. It's club. Club's the worst. It's beer league. CMU doesn't want anything to do with them. Dumb shit writes, there are guy teams too. Yeah, that CMU doesn't want anything to do with because they suck. If you play club, you're shit. Everybody knows that. You're like intramural floor hockey, you dumb dick. Holy shit. Oh, great. Fucking resident shithead Rick from TC Paintball says, wrong hill to die on here, Zane. What? Are you crazy? By the way, Rick is not going to join us today because he's getting his eyes checked. All right. So this is hint number 8,453,000 that Rick is quickly on the way to the old folks' home. Josh writes, I played club hockey in college, and I agree with everything said here. It's so true. This is what you do in club hockey. You like bang on the door of the school. Hang on. Of the school and say, hey, can the school at least pay for jerseys or maybe a bag of pucks? The school's like, no. Can we maybe get like a $3 stipend to get a fucking Hot Pocket on the way to Alaska for the next big game? No. Oh, okay. We'll just pay for it out of our own pocket. And these dickheads call their parents. Yeah, I gotta drive to Nome for the next big intramural game. It's not even played in a venue. It's like on some dickhead's pond. And these idiots think that they got something going. Yeah, I'm an athlete for CMU. You are not. You are not an athlete. Oh. The hockey team. Wasn't there a hockey team whose bus was driving down the road and like it got hit by an airplane and the whole team burned to death? We can only hope for that for all intramural teams or whatever this is. All right, maybe that's a bit too far. Maybe hoping for death is a little too far. Amanda says, tell that to the lesbian faces and see how far you get. Wait a minute. Are you suggesting that that's the bad part? I thought you said they don't care about the lesbian part. Make up your mind. That they're like, oh, yeah, we are. We love that he's recognizing that. There is no doubt in my mind that if I got on put on the skates and it was me against 5 skaters and a goalie, I would win the game. Tyler says, tell that to the vag slime covered lesbian faces. Cole says, does this team have a sponsor? Maybe your dildo company. All right. I've already gotten off the rails on this show. I wanted to only bust out tournament talk, and it turned into that. So I'm going to get back to the tournament stuff, but I got to kick the people on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube out. First of all, download the audio podcast wherever you download shows. Eric Zane Show podcast on all of the platforms. If you want the show live, like right now, starts every morning, Monday through Friday at 8 a.m., twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Follow the page, subscribe to it. I don't know how to do it. Yes, you do. I just told you. Go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Or download the Twitch app on your mobile device. And then search Eric Zane Live. You can enjoy the show as it happens live. You can just dim the screen, run it through your Bluetooth while you're driving to work. And off you go. You can email me anytime you want on the Shoreliner Striping inbox, eric@ericzaneshow.com. Thank you. I think that's it for you. Facebook and Twitch brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. Twitter brought to you by Blue Frost IT. So all these busted brackets. Oh, my. All right. We got to go over the two that were like the mega upsets. Number 15, Princeton. The Princeton Tigers taking on number 2, Arizona. Now, there was 5 minutes left in this game. And Arizona was like up by 2. I think it was like 55-53. Maybe 55-54, something like that. And with 5 minutes to go, Princeton doesn't score for the rest of the game. It was kind of a grinded out, a lot of missed shots, a lot of scrums for the ball, shit like that. But Princeton inches ahead 56-55 with 25 seconds left. As we do this, grumpy old man, Mr. Magoo, Rick, writes, weekly reminder, if there is anyone behind you, get out of the left lane. That lane is for passing. Even if you think you're going, quote unquote, fast, someone may want to go faster. You're causing congestion, which leads to accidents and backups. Get over. That is true, but I certainly hope that there is an adequate stopping distance between you and the car in front of you, Mr. Magoo. All right. Watch this shit. The white team is Arizona. White jerseys. Princeton is these 4 white dudes, and this guy here, his name's Token. The Princeton racists are taking on Arizona. So a 15 seed and a 2. When I said white team being Arizona, I meant the white jerseys. All right. Let me double check here. Audio check, video check. Yes. I don't want to screw this up.
He kicks it out. Martini thought about a shot.
Oh, did you see that? What a look. Look at that. This guy is dropping dimes. First of all, this honky under the basket. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys are collapsing on 54, leaving this guy, Larry Bird, under the basket wide open. So Pistol Pete is somehow, with all of these wickets in front of him, going to be able to deliver a perfect pass. Pistol Pete to Larry Bird.
He kicks it out. Martini thought about a shot.
Oh, my God.
Baseline pass. And a foul. And it's going to send
So look at all these. Okay, now in this shot right here, these are all Princeton Tiger fans. These are all the moms and dads. This is all their fans. Right here, the yearly income of all of these people is about $150 billion.
Caden Pierce to the free throw line.
I used to work 1 mile from this university. And, oh, my God, you would drive through there, and the cars, the wealth is unbelievable.
Biggest 2 free throws of this
Okay, here's this mom. She's all upset. She's got her Arizona gear. She can't believe it.
young man's life.
I can't believe when Larry Bird got the ball there, he didn't just go up strong. He did the head fake. He didn't need to.
Caden Pierce, Ivy League Rookie of the Year. His dad, Greg, was a football player at Northwestern. His mom was a star volleyball player at Northwestern.
So Larry Bird is going to make 2, I believe. He make 2? Yeah, he made 1. So now they're Princeton. Look at this mom. She's like, oh, fucking shit. She's kind of milfy. So 57-55.
Sure he is. This guy's going to be on some fantasy dynasty team if he hits this free.
Okay, yeah, he hits 2. All right.
2 free throws for the 65% free throw shooter.
So the guy that was shooting the foul shots, he's horrible at shooting foul shots, but he sinks both. Basically, all you have for the rest of the game is images like this of these moms.
With his hands on his hips. If these free throws go, the Tigers will prevail in a catfight of their life.
All right, so there's a foul.
5% free throw shooter.
This one kind of, it isn't a buzzer beater. Look at that. Guy gets his first foul shot. Everybody's partying. Princeton fans are hugging. They did it.
Day. No good. Arizona.
Doesn't matter. There's not a 4-point basket.
Will not go. And the Tigers of Princeton growl their way into round 2 as they upset the number 2 seed Wildcats.
Okay, now, if you're Princeton, more than likely, you will get the shit kicked out of you in the next game. They're going to take on Missouri. At some point. Now, they're going to look at that and say, well, hey, we beat the number 2 school. We can beat the number 7. Now, they're probably not going to. Eventually, they're going to say, fuck it. So it's up to them to go ahead and, party their asses off tonight. Do everything you can to celebrate this win. NW980 says Princeton fans are just waiting to scream,
"What's just called a snow day?"
Well done, NW980.
Woo! No school for me tomorrow. Oh, I've never seen that before.
Congrats to Princeton. But no, the madness does not end there. Prior to that, the big one was this catastrophe. Holy shit. Audio check, video check. All right. The purple team is Mark Furman University. Virginia leads it. Number 4 seeded Virginia over and number 13 Furman. Virginia is in the white jerseys. Furman is in the purple. Virginia leads by 2 with 10 seconds left. The Furman guys have trapped Virginia idiot. Now this guy, all people who go to Virginia and root for them have probably killed this guy. This guy is probably dead. You're going to find his body dismembered and all over the state of Virginia. And they should. This is what should happen to this guy. because this dumb dick, watch what he does with the ball when the defenders collapse on him. His team up by just 2 points. Okay, what should he do? Now, if it were me, I would throw the ball off of one of these guys' knee. He has nowhere to go. He's now picked up his dribble. That's your only option. Holding the ball now. He cannot move. He can't start to dribble or he'll turn it over. He can't do anything. Throw the ball off of one of these assholes. But no. Does he do that? No. He throws it like a bitch as far as he can. I think the plan was I'm going to throw it so high into the air, it'll take 10 seconds for it to come down. This dude here is like, oh, no, you fucking asshole. Look how far you threw it. Okay, look at this guy. This dude is Calvin Johnson. That's his name. His favorite player is a guy for the Lions, and he's been waiting for this moment. Look at it. He goes up and he catches the ball for the other team. Mark Furman, the racist, is right here in the crowd, jumping up and down because his school of racists is going to win this game, or at least he hopes. They've turned the ball over. Now, this guy here, Calvin Johnson, puts it down, and then look at this. This dude right here, this sharpshooter. He's got like Steph Curry in his veins. Look at how far back this guy is. He's going to get the ball wide open and watch what happens. Oh. Oh. Look at all these racist fans. They love this so much. Let's watch it all again.
With Cedric are their best free throw shooter. Clark in a straight jacket. Oh, he didn't need to do that. He threw it away. Ping, Piggies.
Oh, my God. Okay, now we've seen lots of buzzer beaters, but you have a turnover and a buzzer beater. And it's a black guy throwing it to a racist school run by Mark Furman.
Along with Cedric are their best free throw shooters.
Now, the Furman team, they're named after, their mascot is the Paladin, the Furman Paladins. If you look up Paladin, like the definition of it, it's a hangman.
Clark in a straight jacket. Oh, he didn't need to do that. He threw it away. Ping, Piggies. Furman leads. Timeout, Virginia. Did we just see what we think we just saw?
There's this kid from Virginia. He's like, oh, my God, this is the dude who threw it away. This is, now, I don't know if you know about this, but this is the last image you see of him. He was escorted from the court and murdered. He's dead.
Wow!
Look at this. This kid's, you think that this guy here is congratulating him, but what he says in his ear is, you've taken your last breath. You're fucking dead. Unbelievable. That reminds me of when Isaiah Thomas, that dickhead, inbounded the ball and fuckface Larry Bird intercepted it, passed it to DJ. And Bird steals the ball, passes to DJ. Oh, my God. NW980 says Furman is good at planting. Oh, yeah. My God. Just insanity. Virginia Falls. Today, you get back at it. You know, this is the time of year where if you have a business and you know that everybody's involved in the thing, you pretty much should actually take the day off or expect nothing to get done. Like, if you have an accounting firm, though it's tax time, you set up TVs everywhere and just nothing gets done. And then that's the end of it. These 2 days, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday is the weekend. But next week, too, you know, it's absolutely spectacular. It is unrivaled. Holy crap. What an unbelievable turn of events. Hambone 884, first time chatter, welcome to you. Welcome. Where have you been? If you would, link up your Amazon Prime and subscribe. Or subscribe by linking up your Amazon Prime. Hambone 884 talking about Isaiah Thomas. Says all Zeke had to do was chuck it down the court just like he did. And the Pistons finally win in the Garden. I remember watching that. How upset I was. That was when I cared about NBA basketball. Because of the Pistons' success. I was so shocked at that. It was heartbreak after heartbreak with that team. You had that. And then when they went to the NBA Finals in 87, and they lost in L.A., they were up 3-2 in that series. They ended up losing that series in the NBA. They should have won 3 or 4 NBA Finals in a row, but the refs hated the Pistons because they just used to pound the shit out of people, just bludgeon them. All right. That concludes this portion of the program discussing the fucking lunacy that went on last night. Holy shit. Make no mistake. Me picking Furman was just an absolute fluke. I'm like all of you people. I don't know anything. And if anybody claims to be an expert, good. I'm glad you wasted all that time to watch your bracket get busted, dick. All right. Yesterday on Patreon, we had another edition of the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. Oh, my God. Really big laughs. I mean, we had a great group of people enjoying it with us. Lots of absurd discussions. It's hard to put a finger on one particular moment. I just know that I really enjoyed myself. We spent a little bit of time beating up Amanda again, who that was, the key thing. She was there with those lesbians, and we got to see them at the table. That was extremely fun. And we had another game of Bet on Ben. Logan from Maine, I believe, joined us. And he had one of the worst performances I have ever seen in that game. It was staggering. And this is the first time he'd ever participated. It was so shitty. You must check this out. But you can only get this show when you are part of Patreon. The free podcast, which I love doing this. One of the reasons why I do the free podcast is to somehow get you interested in the Patreon podcast. Ad free, 100% listener supported. It's, my own version of public radio, but it's on the internet. P as in Paul, ATREON.com/Eric Zane. You are the lifeblood of the podcast. The first thing that I ever encountered when I started this more than 4 years ago that made me think, hey, I might be able to pull this off on my own. And it's still going strong today. Thank you for your continued support. You get 11 bonus shows a week. 11. So if you're the type of person, it's like, man, I really want to support the show, and or I need more content in my life, this is for you. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. Rick from TC Paintball, Mr. Magoo, is going to get his eyes checked today. So we won't have him, as I indicated, but he's still going to be doing business at TC Paintball. He's probably going to one of the medical supply stores after this to get a new walker, perhaps some orthotics, and then get some Metamucil before he continues his day, maybe a nappy poo at some point during the day. And then he'll check out of work and get over to Rainbow Grill for the 4:30 p.m. early bird special. So while his employees run TC Paintball, I should remind you that in almost 1 month, that would be April 16th, a Sunday, we have another paintball event. Paintball War number 22. Rescheduled to August 16. I want you there. Let me know. Eric at ericzaneshow.com. Otherwise, book an event at TC Paintball. Online at tcpaintballgr.com. I'm guessing we'll be outside. Maybe in the murky mud. Love Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. One more personal story about Irvine's in case you haven't heard this. This is a perfect example, and they do this for everybody. Don't think for a second that they did this for me just because they want to keep the guy who talks about them happy. But I had to dad out. I was like, oh, my God, Justin got his car fixed there, and one day later it stopped running. Oh, no. This is how this went. Justin took his Chevy, whatever it is there, got it repaired. And then like a day later, there's trouble. Stuck on the side of the road. Gets it towed. I go tow it to Irvine's. They'll take care of it. They actually were fairly confident that it would go. Well, they were 100% confident that it would go the way it went. And I reassured them, you're right. That's how it's going to go. So the car gets dropped off Saturday. Monday, first thing. Problem is diagnosed. Now, no one has any idea whether it was coincidence or if it was missed the first time. They don't care. All they said was, don't even worry about it. With the timeline being what it is, we don't want that to be on your brain. Because, you know, it would be very possible for a different place that fixes cars where some grease monkey says, what was the problem when I fixed it? You're paying for that. Irvine says, for your peace of mind, of course we're going to repair whatever it is that caused your latest issue. No, you don't have to pay for the tow for any of this. And yes, you have an additional $200 credit on your account for the next time. See, that's how this business was built. How wonderful is that? Oh, my God. Unlike me on this show, Irvine's really caters to the customer. The customer is always right. Now, from my point of view, they're not. Irvine's does not believe that. They believe the customer is always right. So reach out to them. 616-532-6600. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. Right in the middle of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Worth the drive if you're from far away for that peace of mind. If you're on 44th Street, just a couple blocks east of 131, street called Stafford, that's where they are. Right down there, you can see them. Hi. There you go. Thank you, Irvine's. Eric Zane for HelloFresh. You're going to save 60% plus free shipping. Pay attention. Here are the options for you. Take the family out to eat, and then you're bankrupt by the end of the month. That's out. Okay, I'm going to plan a bunch of meals. I'm going to do research, hours on end, go to the store, buy all this stuff. Somebody's going to crash into my car. I'm going to get home. Nobody's going to like it because I didn't do the recipe right. The instructions weren't clear. It goes to waste in the fridge. Blow even more money. And then everybody thinks you're a terrible preparer of meals. Or you can call upon America's #1 meal kit, HelloFresh. I would just like you to try this. You know, I mean, we go way back, you and I. So just try this just once. Go to HelloFresh.com/Zane60, and then you'll use the code Zane60 for 60% off plus free shipping. So the box comes to your door after you make the various checks of what you like and how much food you actually want to get, and then let it play out. It comes to your door. The instructions are perfect. They're on individual cards. All of the portions are measured so that nothing goes to waste. You plate the food, you pass it along to the family at the table, and they're like, this is fantastic. I am not kidding you. It is a life game changer. HelloFresh. Again, you go to HelloFresh.com/Zane60 and use the code Zane60, and that's 60% off plus free shipping. Now, this offer does not last forever, so now is the perfect time. As I'm talking to you, log on, do it, sign up, and then get ready to have some fun and be admired by your family and friends. And make sure you tell me how it goes. Reach out to me on email or whatever. Scream at me when I'm running down the street and tell me that I was right, because I am right. HelloFresh is fantastic. I swear by it. I love these folks. HelloFresh.com/Zane60 and use the code Zane60 for 60% off plus free shipping. They didn't become America's #1 meal kit by doing anything other than being the best. Thank you, HelloFresh.
With one of the best savings rates in America, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than choosing Slash to be in your band.
Next up for lead guitar. You're in.
Cool. Yep, even easier than that. And with no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
He's kind and he's funny and he's also mustachioed. He solves all your problems by the end of every episode. TV Dad. Everyone loves TV Dad. TV Dad. Unlike your real dad, he never hollers. And he tells you how Progressive can save you lots of dollars.
Listen to your TV Dad. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary.
What a day. Hambone884 has a question. Sorry, but I'm not very computer savvy. How is it that I link my Amazon Prime with your podcast or whatever? It's a great question. One that I have no idea. Fortunately, Kenny is here. His suggestion is you have to do it on a computer. Once you do that, this is what you do. You go to, here, hang on. I think I can help you. This is so boring. Sorry, but I don't care. Anytime I can get someone to link up their Amazon Prime, that makes me happy. I think I can do this. Channel. Aha. Okay. This is what you do. Okay. So on a computer, you go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live right here. See that? And then like that's me. That would be a wormhole if the audio was turned on. And then you scroll down. And then you see it says Twitch Prime. Subscribe for free. And then you click that deal. And then it takes you here. And then you sign in, I think. This is where it gets murky for me. But that's a great start. Someone who knows more about this than me can probably shed some light on this. If it gets wonky, Mr. or Mrs. Hambone, reach out to your old pal Eric Zane, and I will point you in the right direction. Corey says we need to set up a command in the chat that just posts the instructions when someone asks. Go for it. Let's do a Zoom, Corey. You and I. And you can show me how. Ryan says, I'll make you a tutorial video next month when I resubscribe, and you can link it when folks ask. That's wonderful. I would love that. Kenny says, that's something you have to do, Eric. Yeah, I know. But then it will never happen. It will. You guys know that. I mean, come on. Yeah, okay. I can get the show on the air or on to be broadcast like this. I can manage that. But, no, I refuse. Okay, I'll try. It's so stupid. All right. Where the hell am I? I'm completely distracted. Ooh, we got a okay. I'll tell you what. Whew. I don't know if you're a person who is a school administrator or a principal or something like that. What a horrible, horrible job you have. You could go down many roads as to why this is a horrible job. But one of the ones that must be just absolutely backbreaking is you work hard to put in a seasoned and accomplished staff of people to work there to educate our children. Because you do that, and then, you get this group of however many teachers and administrators, and you got the board, and you got the coaches of the athletic departments, and the parapros, and the tutors, and you're like, okay, I got you all in one room. And I wonder if we're ever going to get to a point where this happens, where administrators, let's say you get the new superintendent of the schools. And in this case, let's say, take it back. Let's say you're just a principal of a Jesus school, a religious school. In this case, one known as Faith Academy in Mobile, Alabama. And he's there with I have a mandatory staff meeting. Mandatory. And if I'm running the school, I get them all in and say, all right, let's open up with prayer. Bow our heads and pray. Pray for a great school year. Then I say, now look, I made you all turn in your phones at the start of this meeting. You've gone through metal detectors, so there's no recording devices. I have a FBI bug scan to make sure there's no recordings. And, okay, now that we're free, and I have guards at the door so that no eyes or ears can hear what I'm about to say. I have 3 words for you. No fucking kids. And when I say that, I don't mean no fucking kids allowed. I mean, you're not allowed to have sex with any of the children. And then you pull out a big fucking gun and say, if any of you have sex with kids, any of the kids in our school, I'm going to kill you and your family. Are we all on the same page? Okay, so some of you, in fact, odds are some of you may have a proclivity for kids. Someone in this room may have a boner right now knowing that they're in a place where kids will be at one point. I want you to tamp that down. You cannot have sex with any children. In my opinion, it's a very, very difficult job to be that administrator, knowing you have all of these potential psychopaths amongst you. I bring to you the latest scumbag. Faith Academy in Mobile, Alabama. Here he is. This is John Sars. He's a teacher and a soccer coach. You notice that in this picture right here, he's got numbers behind him. It's to measure his height, because it's a mug shot. Here he is being led out of the police station. It got a camera, has a hood on. It's 80 degrees. I didn't even need a fucking hood on. This cop has this disgusted look on his face, like, oh my God, I got this child rapist in front of me. Holy shit. The Bible teacher. My God. Tyler says, quote, no fucking kids unless you are a hot female teacher, in which case just don't get caught. Again, he says that's a strange double standard. He's joking. This teacher in Alabama has been caught. Of course he did. Of course he was. According to the Mobile County Sheriff's Office, the unnamed 16-year-old victim said to mom and dad, hey, I got to go to Walmart. Then she was late. And the reason why she was late was because she was having sex with this scumbag. So her parents went to look for her. They went to the Walmart. They found her car there. And they called the police. So the cops are by the car. The girl, all of a sudden, she appears. She walks back to the car. Police said, hey, where were you? Your folks are looking for you. And so she then, instead of saying, oh, I just took a walk, or I was, just shopping for things, she said, oh, I was having sex with one of the teachers. She admitted to having the affair. According to his LinkedIn page, Sars taught at Faith Academy for more than 13 years. He teaches 8th grade science and 11th grade Bible, as well as serving as coaching the varsity girls and varsity boys soccer teams. To me, it always makes it so much more worse when you're the Bible teacher at a religious school, because the curriculum is the Bible. You're face to face with the rules every day. Every day you're reminded of the rules. Yet there you are. Oh my God. He's been charged with being a school employee and having sex with a student under 19, and with being a school employee engaged in sexual conduct with a student under 19. In some states, the age of consent is 16. We've covered this many times. However, when you are in that capacity, that's all out the window. That does not matter because of the relationship between teacher and student. It's completely different. What an asshole. Fuck. I'm always interested in what this person's merit, like this guy, this sour dude. And what is the relationship with him? And does he have a significant other and a family? I always want to know how much trouble he's in with the wife. Tyler said, yes, I was definitely joking. Kenny says, Eric doesn't joke about it when he says it. I think he's serious. Well, that's because you're dumb. I love you, but you're one of the dumber people that has ever enjoyed the show. I mean, there is no question, Kenny, when you read into my jokes as serious, that is examples A through Z of a low IQ. You are the most lovable, but intellectually defective souls that have ever listened to any of my podcasts or radio shows. I've said 1 million times, unless I say I'm serious, you cannot take anything I say as fact. It's all stupid and dumb. It's all a joke. He says you get so turned on when a female teacher has sex with a student. It's weird, man. I do not get turned on, you dumbass. Good God. He says, I can't joke back. No, you can't, because you're in written form and you're not funny. I'm kidding. This is all just stupid. I don't want you to throw yourself out of the window. No, none of that. Don't, because if I say too much, it's going to be like, oh, top story, Nashville, Tennessee news. A man who looks like Grimace just threw himself out in front of a fucking 18-wheel semi. Chris says, wait, so that college isn't run by the racist OJ detective? All right, hang on. I got to go pee. I will be back. Okay? Cal fade. Amanda says, and the women's hockey team is not a bunch of lesbians. First of all, it's are not. But that's actually true. That's not a joke. All right. What the hell was I going to talk about? I had something I was just going to touch on. Oh, my God. Did you hear that Poland has decided we are one step closer to my prediction of Russia detonating a nuclear bomb? We're just 3.5 months into the year. And, my God, the Polacks have decided that they are going to give Ukraine fighter jets, MiG fighters. This is huge. So they transport an armada of MiGs to the Ukrainians, and then boom, now we got a fucking fight. I mean, it already was a fight. So this is a major escalation in the war. As this year, Russia is then going to detonate a nuclear weapon. And you're like, Eric Zane, how can you possibly say that? It's like, look, dude, I can't help it. I just predict shit. I'm right more than I'm wrong. It's a horrible prediction to make, but this is going to happen. These are crazy people. Now, what's weird is with the Polish fighter jets getting there, I mean, I'm concerned because you're going to get a Ukrainian pilot in there, and, you know, he's going to hit the button to fire a missile, and it's going to eject him out, you know? It's going to be one of those deals. you hit the machine gun and a flag shoots out of the Gatling gun. Since it's a Polish fighter jet. Are Polish jokes even a thing anymore? Do you remember when you were growing up, if you're an old guy like me, Polish people were the stupidest people in the world? Like 3 guys walk into a bar, an Italian, an Irishman, and a Polak. And the Polak is always the butt of the joke, like something stupid happens to him. I should call an expert on comedy, Stu McAllister, to see if he remembers that. I know anyone who's over like 45, 50 knows what the fuck I'm talking about. You know? And it's always good to bring Stu in because hear what new job he's starting. You never know that when he's going to pick it up. He's always getting trained on a new job. Sam the Jew, he knows. Oh, come on, Stu. Chris says the Polacks sent the Ukrainians a submarine.
I reached the phone of...
But it sank because of the screen doors. Perfect. Aram says Stu went back to social work. I don't believe that. He's always said he'd never, ever do that. Well, all right. Maybe he is. Okay. In a community where I live, you know what? Let me do this because I only have 51 minutes of this. And oh, fuck. I've got to get some sponsors out of the way. First of all, let me do this. I'm going to show off to you the T-shirt of the day. And yesterday, some nice soul bought a T-shirt. Some person who does a podcast. I appreciate that. Does a true crime podcast. In fact, I should probably spiff them. Show them a little love. The True Crime Breakdown Podcast. Whoever runs this show bought a T-shirt. Even sent along the hey, Eric Zane. And then, by the way, $6.99 for shipping. I am so sorry about that. Bought a $24 T-shirt, $7.99 for a total of $30.99. Classic T-shirt, male fit, 2XL, black quantity. Who needs radio? Or it's like poverty radio shirt. Hey, thank you. The price of the shirt is reasonable. I hate the overpriced shipping. Thank you so much. It's not too bad. Just wanted to support the show. You make me laugh each morning, which is great. Well, that is very, very kind. Wind in my sails. Thank you. So what I'd like you to do, if that's your thing, at TCBD Podcast, True Crime Breakdown Podcast. A true crime podcast that breaks down all the facts, rumors, myths of the case to find the best solution. Subscribe on Apple and Spotify. Very nice. You go to this to their website, and you got the episodes, various disappearances and bizarre scenarios and murders. All right, and they've been at it for just a short amount of time, so maybe something for you to check out. That might be fun. Thank you very much. Anyway, where the fuck was I? I'm losing track of my brain today. All right, today's T-shirt of the day. And it's interesting because whoever that was that bought that T-shirt, T-Public just launched another sale. Oh, my God. So you can get all of my T-shirts. What was a $22 T-shirt is now a $16 T-shirt again. For the next 46 hours, 35 minutes and 40 seconds. Shit. That is great. $16 T-shirt. This one is the Dear Meathead special. Today is Dad's birthday, so get yourself a green Dear Meathead Eric Zane Show T-shirt to celebrate Dad's 89th birthday. My God. All right. All sorts of different choices for you. Different styles of T-shirts, things like that. Just go there, have some fun with it. You can also shop for hoodies, things like that. All at ericzaneshow.com. Click merch. 35% off. So if you have a T-shirt already, it's old, it's all right. You know, it's been through the washer 800 times. Get a new one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be at Bosco's Pub today. They open at 4. I get there at 3. I got to prep the onion rings. I got to prep the olives. I need to make the Bosco sauce. I have to dice the onions. I have to dice the tomatoes. I have to get the lettuce ready. I have to fill the ketchups, fill the barbecue sauce, and more prep work, getting set for the day. And then we are going to get pulverized in the anus. All these psychopath Hudsonville drunks, these Dutch drunks, are going to march in there and fill that place to the gills to watch tournament games. Get yourself an Angry Leprechaun, which is the drink of the day, and eat the corned beef sandwich, the Reuben. Special for St. Patty's Day only, the Bosco's Reuben. Guaranteed to give you a boner and make chicks wet at Bosco's Pub. I will be there. When you get there, order me out and I will come see you and tell you to fuck off. Bosco's Pub, part of Terrace Square in Hudsonville, Michigan. Bosco's Pub, home of the Eric Zane fuck off. You're going to wait. When you get there, have a drink, stand outside, smoke a heater, and then come in when it's time for you to sit down. When the table's ready, they'll tell you. Otherwise, fuck off and go over to Gemmons and walk around the store or some shit. I don't care what you do. You just stand there and wait. Amy says, I need to swing by after work and go there. Chris says, Olive Burger Festival in Lansing, June 24th. Is Bosco's going to be there? No. Laura says, happy birthday to Meathead. Donut Dan from the Dirty Donut Race. By the way, I'm going to send you an email. I'll get around to it. I've been super busy. Will you please dress as a leprechaun? Shut up. That happened once. That was humiliating. It was in Knoxville. Doing free beer and hot wings. This is before they decided to fire Chris and told me not to tell him, in which I promptly told him because that's what friends do. Look out for each other. I was told, hey, the so-and-so bar and pub. Actually, no, I take it back. I was working with Greg and Chris. I had gotten fired from one radio station, went over to Greg and Chris, and some fucking bar said, hey, we're going to give you a $11 talent fee. It's one of the perks that goes with your $31,000 a year salary. But you have to dress up as a leprechaun. You got to be fucking kidding me. Come on, you got to. You don't have a choice. We're going to write you up. Oh, my God. So I did. I did it. I dressed up as a damn leprechaun. And then my old radio station that fired me Billy Kidd, God rest his soul. They were at the same pub. And they were like all like, look at you piece of shit, loser. Oh my God. Excuse me. It was so horrible. Really, really embarrassing. I'm actually driving the station vehicle in, with a green hat on and the stupid beads and wearing the tights. I'm driving it as the leprechaun. Cole says, it sounds like they bullied you. You were just a kid. Yeah, that happens sometimes in radio. We all know St. Gaslight. He was a child when it happened to him. Stand by. As you know, today is Flying Laptop Day. March 17, 2018. Never forget Flying Laptop Day. In fact, I know who was part of Flying Laptop Day. I know who did the laptop flinging. We need to blow in a call to one of my favorite people in the world, and that would be the person known as Crazy Ashley. Come on, what are you doing? Cleaning your mom and dad's house?
Hi, you reached Ashley at Sales for Sex.
Fuck! Did that say Sales for Sex? Is that where she's working? Hang on, I gotta send her a text. Hey. It's Flying Laptop Day, period. We need to celebrate on the podcast. Stop cleaning your mom and dad's house and call me. All right. Hopefully she'll call back. Adam says, no, it's Salesforce. I know this. She's fucking loaded. She makes serious cheddar. Anyway. Yes, Flying Laptop today. Flying Laptop Day today. Very, very cool. We'll get to that hopefully later on before the end of this show. All right, I'm terribly distracted. I got to focus. A&E Heating and Cooling, 616-516-8579. Joe Martinez. If, you see these furnace and AC companies all over the place. You see the old lady calling or who's with her kids, and then you see service professor. Screw all those guys. Reach out to Joe Martinez at A&E Heating and Cooling. 616-516-8579 today. Furnace tune-up, AC tune-up, you name it, he does it all. New furnace, new AC installation. Cheaper than everybody else, more dependable than everybody else. Not going to try to sell you something you don't need. I got a ha. It is Flying Laptop Day, she says. I wrote, can I call? She's typing, giving me the 3 dots. I'm waiting patiently. Yes, she says, okay, here we go. This is our very first Eric Ashley Flying Laptop celebration.
Hello.
Hey, happy Flying Laptop Day.
Right?
Wow, never forget, 5 years ago today.
Was it 5 years ago?
It was 2018 when the first Flying Laptop Day took place.
And you know who was with me? Buddy the dog.
Buddy the dog. Now I don't know much about Buddy the dog. You have a dog named Buddy. I've just seen what do you call it? Instagram pictures of Buddy. He looks to be like one of those golden doodle dogs.
Yeah, don't you remember Doggate?
Oh yeah. You were accused of stealing the dog.
He was.
Okay, and that was a very ugly weirdo incident, but you ended up getting past that. And in fact, some people are saying we never did get the full story about the dog. Maybe for another day. I only want to focus on the flying laptop. Okay. So how many floors up were you when the laptop flew?
One.
Just one. So it's not that far of a fall for the laptop.
No.
Did the laptop actually break at impact? I mean, was it still usable?
I think it smashed pretty good. But
Okay. It was, but you did a number on it. You're like, fuck this shit. This thing's gonna fly.
That's not how that happened.
Did you throw it one hand like a frisbee or two hands like you're throwing a soccer ball in from the sidelines?
It was one hand like a frisbee.
Okay.
It wasn't even like I had any, like, I don't know. It wasn't even a chuck. It was just like a pathetic, like, dump over the ledge kind of thing.
Okay. So you didn't put a lot of oomph into it.
No, I didn't have an arm in it.
Okay. Now, were you silent about it, or were you were you raging like the Hulk? Did you go rawr?
No, I mean I was getting my ass kicked, so it wasn't like I was making a scene. What was the story? It was that I got jealous about something and then chucked it or something.
Is that what it was? There was some jealousy involved. Apparently, that was the original story. That's changed.
Yeah.
So then the laptop flew. Any other electronics fly out of that?
No, but remember, it was like Chris. Somebody was like, she could have killed somebody with that laptop.
Oh yeah. I mean, you never know. I mean, it was your fault, Ashley. This was, everybody knows you did all this. I mean, just prior to that, you had got on a chair and body slammed yourself onto the ground, right?
For sure.
Did anyone in the building across from where this happened see you punching yourself in the face?
Yeah, they did. They were like, They
did. Okay, yeah. So this is some crazy shit that you put yourself through. Oh, yeah. My God.
That green beer will get you.
Yeah, can you take me through the day? Where was all the how did all the consumption take place? Was it like in the hotel room? Was it at a bar? Were you drinking it out of an asshole? What were you doing?
Well, I was drinking by myself because that other person doesn't drink.
No.
It was like 7 a.m, downtown Naperville area.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, with the parents.
Okay, so what started out as a normal St. Patrick's Day then morphed into this new holiday.
Yeah. But only one of us was like doing, hardcore street drugs without telling the other person. So.
Yeah, I don't know. Whoever that is, we don't know who that is. It could have been anybody. Everybody knows. Everybody knows you're always just dating some guy.
Yep, just some guy.
Okay.
Any regular Joe.
Let me ask you this. Completely change of subject.
Okay.
How is your father doing on living the dream about being back on stage, performing?
He's been practicing.
Now, your dad used to be in a hair band called Cinderella. What was it? What was it called?
Destiny. Destiny's Child until Beyonce stole it.
Okay, so Destiny, and then it became, now for a hair band, those guys rock. Destiny rocks, and it's really an interesting because that's kind of like a soft name. But so I think what they were doing there was shooting for the guys and the girls. And so your dad sang the song "Oh Christine," and then some woman was so turned on, it turned out to be your mother. And then, that's how. Then you were born, and then fast forward many years, 2018, a laptop flies out the window. So this is all your.
Did I ever tell you my first concert that my father chose for me?
No. What was it?
When I was 12, they thought it would be awesome on a school night to take me to Kiss, and it was terrifying.
Wow. Oh, my God.
Yeah, terrifying.
That is spectacular. I love that. I've posted the video before of your father's band, and he's still to this day, though he's very successful, and he's an engineer, and oh my God, he's got so much going on, but he still finds time to chase the dream.
Yeah, never give up.
Now, the more we talk about this, we are continuing to further the idea of Destiny getting, or your dad's band, because I don't know if it's known as Destiny. But he still perform. It is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, we got to start publicizing these shows. And, because I think.
Zane, he told me that he doesn't know who posted that link on YouTube. He said he's not the owner of that video.
Of the Destiny video? Of the Oh Christine video?
Yeah, remember the one you commented on?
Yes, when I played it on the show, and then we went back and kind of picked it apart. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, if we can start to further this, like if I can get a list of where your dad is going to be and when, I would love to get audience members there. Ladies to throw underwear and guys to jizz their pants.
Yeah, we can absolutely do that.
Okay. Now, it might be weird for you because that's your father, and your mom might be there trying to beat back the women that'll be throwing underwear at your dad, and you might not even want to be there for that. I mean, you're his daughter, for God's sake.
I'd be fine staying home.
Yeah. We'll just keep you out of it. I'll take charge of that. And then there'll be an orgy. It'll be great.
Yeah, this could come full circle. My mom could end up throwing a laptop. You don't know.
Yes. And, we could even, if we could plan for this in a year, since we're talking about 5th anniversary of Flying Laptop Day, we could do an event and team up with Irish on Ionia, and then one of the buildings along Ionia, and then have a dumpster on the street. And then everybody's got an old junky laptop. All right. And you donate like $50 to a charity, to like a food pantry.
I love it.
And then you throw your fucking laptop out the window.
This has to happen.
We can honor the celebration of Flying Laptop Day.
Hey, let's do it. We could donate to maybe a rehab or like a women's shelter.
Oh, that's even better. That's better because you've had the shit kicked out of you more than once.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that would be incredible.
How does
maybe we could do it somewhere on like 50 Monroe area?
Oh yeah, absolutely. 50 Monroe is kind of like right along Ottawa there. That I think there's a radio station that's right there.
Yeah.
We can do it off the parking structure across the street.
That would be perfect.
Oh my God. So, in all seriousness, for you to have a hilarious attitude and you're funny and you're allowing me to joke like this, I've told many people how funny you are. Isn't it true that you write stand-up and you want to perform stand-up for people and you've actually done this before?
Yeah. There's a big scene in Austin where I moved back from. Yeah. Super fun.
I think you'd be good at this. I would love this because, there's actually a pretty good open mic scene in Grand Rapids, too. I think you'd be excellent at this.
Is there?
Absolutely.
I went to the Comedy Project. They had improv. And, when they ask you to call out topics.
Right.
That didn't go well. So I think they were like, a topic of conversation. This was during the election last year. I think I said abortion or something. And I think I got booed.
Wait a minute. Someone said abortion and then you joked about it?
No, they were joking about a topic. So I don't know what they wanted they were like a topic of, a hot topic right now.
Oh, okay.
And it was during, I wasn't just trying to be like, shocking, but it was when, like, abortion was getting vetoed, all the drama last year. Yeah, so I said abortion, and I was looked at like I was a monster. I was like, I don't think I read the rules here.
Oh, man. Well, for me personally, I think abortion's hilarious.
Especially in comparison to women's hockey.
Yeah. Of course. Well, look, I appreciate your candor and your willingness to be hilarious in the face of something very horrible that happened to you.
I can't believe it's been 5 years.
Yeah, but this is part of the reckoning. There is a long people are still owed.
Yep.
So this is part of that. This is part of balance in the universe.
I agree.
And these things need to happen in order for there to be continuity amongst the world, in my opinion.
I agree.
All right. Well, you have a great day. I'm sorry that I can't fix you up with a decent date. That I am now 0 for 2. I am 0 for 2. Both of these have not worked out, and I'm thinking about just revoking my license as you continue to struggle to find the next Mr. Ashley.
I think, the next Mr. Ashley from high school.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what the text you were sending me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't delved into that. I know it has. I don't want to say anything about it, but that's good. Okay.
Yes. We'll see.
God help the poor son of a bitch that you like, because you're so in tune with what is fucked up that if he does anything weird, it's going to be like, hey, wait a minute. You know what I mean? Because you seem to attract assholes. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. Why is that?
Zane, I would save so much money in therapy if I understood that one. I don't know. I have no idea. But I've known this one since I was 12, so I'm hoping that maybe I wasn't broken yet when I was young.
We need to protect our women. We need to treat our women better, for God's sake.
Agreed.
All right. Well, I wish you nothing but the best, and I always thank you for your time. You're excellent on the podcast. You're a very fun guest and a wonderful human being.
All right. Well, thanks, Zane. So be safe out there.
Yes, ma'am. You too. And I will talk to you soon. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. How about that? That is crazy, Ashley. And I say that because she's not, and for many, many years, just painted as crazy, and obviously not, for fuck's sake. I can only hope that people who were at some point still convinced that her character was suspect, you will now understand that couldn't be further from the truth. She's the one that you call free spirit. Maybe a little wild, but by no means crazy. To some of you, when you hear, oh boy, it's a little wild. She's a live wire. She's a spark plug. She's got spunk. She's feisty. Okay, that's kind of where you're going with that. She's not boring. But just all those things are true and an asshole magnet. She could walk outside today and there'd be like 15 assholes surrounding her. I don't know how she does it. It's incredible. Ryan writes, the Eric Zane Show podcast would like to remind you this is a work of fiction. Names, characters, places, and incidents either are products of Eric Zane's imagination or are used fictitiously. Any semblance to actual events, locales, or persons living or dead is entirely coincidental. That's true. But it doesn't matter. We were just talking about an interaction that Ashley had in which she threw a fucking laptop out of a window. happy Flying Laptop Day to you all. Audience members keep just using a name in the chat that 3 letters, begins with J, ends with OE. Well, I don't get it. What does that have to do with anything? This person with the username any_regular_Joe says, date her if you have an old laptop that needs to be replaced anyway. All right. 5 years ago today, the birth of Flying Laptop Day. Stu McAllister writes, saw you called. Might be a while before I can talk. This job is more professional. Meetings, clients, etc. Oh, fuck. No worries. I think Aram might be not kidding when he says he went back to social work. And he's very good at it, but it wears on his soul. It hurts him. All right. That was so much fun. God, she's great. She's really fucking funny. She's good on the show, too. You know, sometimes you get people on the show, none of you, but sometimes you get a guest and you're kind of getting a one-word answer here and there and you go, oh, fuck, I gotta figure this out. You know? Chris in Maine says she does ultra sexy voice. Whatever, you know. I try not to comment on those things. Sam the Jew says, Ashley, please share your video of your dad's band. Well, I mean, it's Friday, and I'm in a great mood, and it's been long enough. Destiny, I think I should share Oh Christine again. Because a lot of times when I watch it the first time, you'll get a certain level of jokes that might get lost, and then the jokes become more refined. They get more layers to them when you watch the second time. So that's what we'll do. We're going to do it again. And she's here to enjoy this. She's going to laugh hysterically because this is her dad. Okay? But I'm going to do a couple of ads here, and then we're going to watch Oh Christine. So just hang tight. Give me a second. Otherwise, I won't be able to get all this shit in. Hire me on Cameo, cameo.com/Eric Zane. If you want somebody to celebrate a birthday or a flying laptop day, cameo.com/Eric Zane. You can hire me for $20. I wish, if let's say you have a person in your life named Joe, and you want them to have a happy flying laptop day, I will wish them a flying laptop day on Cameo. You get the link when I'm done doing what you want me to do, and then you send that link to the Joe in your life so that they can see me wishing them a happy flying laptop day. Cameo.com/Eric Zane. It's just $20, piece of cake. And then you can send it to them in their Instagram, through their Instagram account. Just comment on one of their posts with the link. Hypothetically. Thank you to Van Dyke Mortgage. If you need a mortgage, reach out to them, 231-332-6505 from any state in the union. There are some exceptions, Maine, Alaska, Hawaii, and South Carolina. Otherwise, this is where you need to go. They have offices all across the United States. The Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage, getting mortgages for everyone. Lowest interest rate you can find, depending on your mortgage situation, your interest rate, things like that, your credit score. Some of you will get a shit box loan, but you'll get a loan. And then it's going to get you out of that loan in a year because your credit score is improved because you made your payments on time. Or maybe you're a person who doesn't have to worry about your credit score because you're rich as balls. That's cool, too. Somebody's got to get you the mortgage. Mario's going to get it. 231-332-6505. I got to turn off the heat in here because when I do this video, my boner is going to be so hot, the dogs are going to sweat. And I got to stretch out here to get ready for this. Before we get to that, though, Johnson Carpet One Discount Outlet. This is the place, if you're going to redo the flooring in your home, to buy the flooring. They sell every different type of flooring, hardwood, laminate, vinyl plank, ceramic, all different types of carpeting, and it's all in one place. You don't have to worry about it to be delivered. You just show up to pick it up. Give Kent, drop the E, add a U, the dimensions of the room, and you're in business. Johnson Carpet One Discount Outlet in Granville, Michigan, right behind Little Caesars. Mention my name, save an additional 10% off of the lowest price in the state. You must do this if you're installing flooring. Jennison Pool and Spa Depot. This is who you reach out to get a pool installed this spring so you can have an unbelievable partying adventure in your backyard on your pool deck this summer. You call any other company that installs pools this summer, 2-year wait. Screw that. You want to have parties this summer. Get your damn tiki bar, fully stock it. You got to put the gate around. You know, that's what you have to do because otherwise some little dickhead kid is going to sneak in and drown. And you want to be like fucking Bret Michaels. Anyway, or was that Nikki Sixx? Or was it Vince Neil? I don't know. Somebody died in a pool. Jennison Pool and Spa Depot, 616-457-0500. You call that number. Say, and a nice lady named Bree is going to pick up. Say, Eric Zane brought me over here, had me call because I want a pool in my backyard. You'll sit down for an in-store consultation and off you go. In that in-store consultation, they're going to tell you about all the different options you have to pay for the damn thing, the timeline, looking at the backyard to check it out and see how it's going to look. They're going to design it all for you. It's awesome. Jennison Pool and Spa Depot, they also have an unbelievable selection of hot tubs, biggest in the state. They service hot tubs, service pools. They have all the chemicals you could possibly want for a hot tub or pool and all of the other tools and supplies. There you go. All right, so when I was growing up in Detroit, I'm guessing this is, Ashley, if you know the year of this, what are we thinking, 85? You know? Maybe 86? Audio check, video check. Audio check, the band, video check. Destiny, audio check. 1987. Video check. So I was a junior at Cousino High School. So I was junior or a senior because the senior year was 87, 88. Junior or a senior because Ashley's dad is just a little bit older than me. Ashley's and he's a little older than me. Ashley's and playing that shouldn't be. And that's me. I can actually hear me playing. What the fuck? Hang on a second. All right, there it is. Hang on. I got to go through this, figure out what I'm hearing. Man, I know what I'm hearing. Okay. Now we're in business. Audio did not check. Audio was there, but just the wrong audio. Okay. Oh, Christine by Destiny. I was introduced to this song by Ashley. She's only known of it for a short amount of time. It was just a few months ago. She goes, oh, my God, look what I discovered about my dad. I know my dad was in a band, but I've never. And this video was made available to her. She goes, this is my dad. And I don't know who this Christine is. My dad's been with my mom forever. So who the fuck is Christine? And she ended up busting out that topic on Thanksgiving, say, Dad, who's Christine? And then Mom was like, it's just a fictitious name. Shut up, Ashley, you dumb slut. And then dad is like, oh, my God, I can't believe you did this. Holy shit. So this is Ashley's dad in the band. See, Destiny, Christine, you would call this number at the bottom, and then the phone would pick up, and guy would say, Ashley's dad, you want to hear Christine? Yeah, we're going to hire you. So then that's how it would work, and then he would play. So they made this video. I think it might only be in one channel. Yeah, it's only in one channel, no big deal. Okay, now I guess this is Christine. So you got some Detroit hooker who's going to play the part of Christine. Note, no cord into the microphone. You can see the XLR prongs there. So that's a little bit of a problem for authenticity for Ashley's dad. That's Ashley's dad there with the sex hair and the sex eyebrows. He's wearing a puffy silk black jacket with that hair, that porn stash, those eyebrows, that microphone with no cord. And his first lines are, I'm getting hard looking at a little child in the grocery store. Okay. Yanni in the background on bass, this dude on guitar, and the lip syncing is so fucked up. It's not even close. It looks like a Godzilla movie. He's saying yesterday it seemed so much easier to capture young girls. Singing about the girl being down on her knees. Yep. Okay, now there's Ashley's dad. He's coming up behind Christine. He's got a rag with chloroform on it. Chloroform, and he's going to subdue her, and these two are going to run away scared. Or he just walks away. Look at, he's all bummed. He looks back. Oh, she doesn't want my dick. And then he's going to turn around. Oh, no. But wait a minute. Maybe she sees something in him. She's super pretty. Christine, you can't live in a daydream. Oh, no, she is letting it slip away. This is a happier time when Ashley's dad, they're right there in this moment, they're talking about hair care products. I can't believe how off the lip syncing this is. And Ashley's dad here, I think just before this video was shot, he got a big Botox injection. Because those are some sweet, plump lips there. Holy shit. All right, this is more clips of Ashley's dad looking sad. Because Christine's found a new dude with great hair. There's too many instruments, but not enough sound for those instruments. I should be hearing, like, a symphony. I think the only guy who's playing is the keyboard player and the drummer. I don't hear a guitar and I don't hear a bass. In the grocery store, you were buying candy, and you didn't see me. I put you in a chokehold by the candy. And I ran through the back of the store and out the door. I put you in my car, yeah, and then I drove away. And you were never seen again. Couple months later, I saw your face on a milk carton. It said, be on the lookout for Christine. But I knew where she was. She was buried in a gravel pit in Oscoda, Michigan. I'm sorry to your mom and dad. I feel really bad that they're sad. Oh. Acid wash Gene. What the fuck is that shirt with the sleeves? Guitar solo. That's Christine if she would have survived the attack, what she would have looked like. Oh, my God. Your dad's got some serious sex face. I am so hard. Is no more freedom. I'm sorry that you're in a kennel right now and got a ball gag in your mouth, Christine. I know the first time that I covered this song, I don't think it had such a sinister tone. I don't think there was murder of a child in it. Look at, she doesn't even know him. She's like, don't look at me. I know you're going to try to kill me. She's like, oh, God, who the fuck is this guy? I like how every single thing this chick does, she's running her fingers through her hair like, I'm so hot. In this clip, Christine is saying, yeah, okay, I've got a waiting patrol car at the end of this bridge to arrest you. Is not your freedom. Oh, bring it home. Bring it home, Ashley's dad. It's just the same words over and over again. Destiny, each band member made about 30 cents per gig. Well, they, the whole total to get the band to play at Harpo's was probably $50,000 because they drew so much poon, but they had to divide it amongst 8,000 band members. What I'm giving you. You might, I don't get the words. What I'm giving you, you might see it through. Wow. There you go. Look at. See, we're only getting waist-up shots of Ashley's dad, so we can only guess that his right hand is feverishly pounding his pud. All right. That's it. Blue State Rob says this whole song sounds like it's being sung by a chick. There's no way a man is singing. Yeah, he's got some serious range. Ashley's dad can really sing. Okay? Now, you got to understand, that was the style back then. I mean, I'm making jokes now about the rape stash and the hair, and, it's kind of fucked up, but that's because we're looking at it through today's lens, doing the gritty. But back then, behind the music moment, Destiny had to have individual venereal disease doctors for each band member. So on any given night, they're going to get treatment for syphilis and gonorrhea and crabs because of the amount of sex they were getting. Ashley's dad has beaten HIV like 7 or 8 times. This was at the height of the AIDS epidemic. And he's a miracle. In fact, they've written about him in the Journal for the American Medical Association about all the times he's beaten HIV and herpes because of all the poon that was thrown at him for, songs like "Oh, Christine." So I'm just tickled to be able to play that and introduce it to a new generation of people. So with a little bit of luck, we'll be able to get Ashley's dad. I don't even know his name. I just know him as Ashley's dad. We'll get Ashley's dad and then call the other dudes, if they're still alive, from the band and get a couple charter buses to bring them all here. There's probably 50 or 60 charter buses full of people. There's so many people in that fucking band. And bring them all here. And then we'll line all 8,000 members of the band on the floor of Van Andel Arena, and we'll do Destiny stock. Okay? And we'll just sing that song over and over again for like 7 or 8 hours. No other bands, just those people. And that's what we're going to do. My God. Incredible. Amy says, can you get Ashley's dad on the show for a question and answer? I 100% believe that can happen. I know for a fact that Ashley has played this for Ashley's dad the other time that I covered that song. And I'm sure she's going to do it for this one too. And he's got a great sense of humor too. He laughed at the first one. And he always laughs when I bust his daughter's balls. So, all right, there you go. What we've done here is we've created a story arc. And it's perfect that we're getting to an apex here on Flying Laptop Day. We could have you all ask questions about, the band. It'd be like a press conference. Ashley says he loved the Ari Zane sex agent bit. Oh, there you go. Aram says, lead singer of Destiny. We know who you are talking about. Of course you do. Oh, Christine, I can't live without you, or something like that. I don't remember the words. Kenny asks, wonder how much they paid that lady to play with her hair and stand around for the music video shoot. It's a great question. You can ask Ashley's dad. Aram liked it. He said he's hurting. He was laughing at this. Well, there was nothing funny about it. All I was doing was telling you facts. Yeah. That was special. Oh, Christine, you can't live in a daydream. Well, come on. There's nothing wrong with living in a daydream. Like, if you were living in a dream, if you were a person, there's nothing wrong to live in a daydream. Case in point, hypothetically, you're a person who's sound asleep at a hotel in Naperville, Illinois. And some sick bitch starts to break your electronics, and you've never done anything to her. And then she body slams herself to make it look like you beat the shit out of her. And then She calls the cops to try to get you in trouble. And then it's proven that you did nothing wrong. That's living in a daydream. We all know what happened there. In this completely fictitious scenario that I'm putting forth now on Flying Laptop Day. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just about done with this show. I have much more to talk about. Phil Collins, a report was published that said Phil Collins is completely immobile. Like Stephen Hawking. I went back to the website MSN to read that story, and it's gone. There must have been a mistake. There was a mistake. It's still not great. But Phil Collins, in the air tonight, Disney soundtracks, Genesis. Phil Collins, fucking legend. He had to retire last year because he's got some illness that's robbing him of his mobility. It's horrible. Get to that story. Aaron Rodgers. This asshole. An update on him. The top dog in America has a tie to your old pal Eric Zane. I have an update on the Forest Hill superintendent and his quest to rid the world of gay. And at one of the shit kicker towns near where I live, they're giving away free guns. That's all on the Patreon. Why haven't you signed up? Patreon.com/Eric Zane. Oh, Christine, you can't live in a daydream. But the asshole of the day is next. If you'd like to advertise on my show, send me an email, eric@ericzaneshow.com. Blue Frost IT. They advertise on the show. Love them. They can help your business. If you have any technical issues, they can help you as quickly as possible. 616-200-8550. I think you should call out to them first before you have trouble and make them your managed IT service provider. Your small or medium-sized business in West Michigan needs that. If you don't have tech support, you are on a tightrope without a net. Trust me. Blue Frost IT, call them today. Thank you, Kent County Health Department, for informing the public about the WIC program. If you or someone you know or love is having trouble putting food on the table, let's say you lost a job in radio months ago and no one will hire you because everybody knows you're a scumbag. You might need WIC. The Kent County Health Department can help you with that. AccessKent.com/health or call them at 616-632-7200. Last but not least, Tag Accounting. Hyper horny Troy Ginzer at 616-301-9516. The Tax Hobbit can help you get your taxes done. You've got a limited amount of time. I suggest you call today, but there still is time. Sweet lady by the name of Christina. Oh, Christina! Will help you. So Eric Zane sent me 616-301-9516. This is a sponsor that no matter where you are in the USA, you can take advantage of his services to get your taxes done appropriately. Today's asshole of the day. Yeah, it's got to be this. It could be any old Joe, but no, I mean, kind of beating a dead horse at this point. It's got to be early on in the show, the story about the Bible school predator with runners up going to the University of Virginia for losing to Mark Furman School and Arizona for losing to Princeton, ruining everyone's brackets. What the hell? Okay, good luck on your brackets today. If I'm not going to see you on the Patreon, have a wonderful, happy Flying Laptop Day. And then I will talk to you, I believe, on Monday. Yes, for sure on Monday. I have another edition of Who Are These Zanes premiering tomorrow, Saturday, as soon as the clock strikes 12 from Friday into Saturday. So you can check that out. Otherwise, for those of you on Patreon, I will talk to you then. Okay? For O'Neill, Bruce, Daisy, Benny the One-Eyed Wonder Dog. For Ashley and Ashley's dad and Christine. Oh my God. Thank you so much for being part of the Eric Zane Show podcast. Till next time. Have a good one, folks. Bye-bye.
The Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xE. It's electrified. So you can boogie woogie woogie into the forest. Boogie woogie woogie through the mud. Or boogie woogie woogie to work, where you boogie woogie woogie down the hall to your boss's office to tell him you quit. Sure got the boogie. Then you boogie woogie woogie to the elevator as he boogie woogie woogies after you, begging, please, take me with you. Boogie. The electrified Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xE. Learn more at Jeep.com. Jeep is a registered trademark of FCA US LLC.
With one of the best savings rates in America, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than choosing Slash to be in your band.
Next up for lead guitar, you're in.
Cool. Yep, even easier than that. And with no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.